Okay. That's not the right screen. Oh, why is that up? Not be there. There we go. Maybe I accidentally hit a button. I don't know.
Come on, Otto. Cough up. When I get my hands on her.
We stand here long enough till we find out how much it does.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest?
You took your time.
I'm a busy man, Mid.
I'll get to the point then.
That
I
accent.
want to turn the room down there into a workshop like the one I had at Dad's place.
Mid, you've only just come back.
And I've been thinking about it for a while. Dad said I had a knack for engineering. Told me everything he knew about it. Then sent me off to Canva to learn everything he didn't.
The Winry.
That was his dream for me. That one day I'd put my studies to use for the good of the cause. But I'm helping no one stuck at school. I've studied enough. It's time I put my knack to work. I know that I can help the people here, and I want to do it.
Well, well, well. If Sid could see you now. All right. I'll tell Otto you'll be staying.
I knew you'd say yes. Which is why I wrote up a list of jobs for you.
For me?
Who else?
What do you want me to do?
First things first, I need equipment and materials to start making my own.
Yay.
There's the design to the stuff I need, and the stuff it needs smithing from. The other materials I can work myself. Just need a generous benefactor to lay them on for me.
Of course.
Apart from the wood, I'll need a carpenter for that, but I can just borrow yours.
Is that everything?
For now. I'll let you know if I need out else.
How you doing, Fru?
Where to start? Materials and tools. That means Karen and Blackthorn.
I am on holiday now.
Sid's gonna chop off Cooker's head this time.
You were born in Rosalith, weren't you?
Good news is if you're on, we might be able to go to Dynamis tomorrow. The one that me and you never get to go to.
Coming along.
Nearly there. Just need to get these last
Was wondering where you'd got to. Mid's back from Canva. Have you seen her?
Just now. She's planning to set up a workshop in the stores and ask me to buy her some materials. Here's the list.
What if I said no and didn't give it? 4 to 10 shift gets Thursday off
Think
with a
you can
5 to
find
8
everything
day
on there?
shift. Still has to go in.
This lot.
Yep.
Wouldn't be much
Same
of a
with me.
trader if I couldn't.
Excellent. As for payment,
It's paid 100 times over by what that girl's done for us. If it weren't for her filters, we'd have naught to drink but blight water, and that would have drained the life out of us long ago.
indeed it would.
I'll send the stuff on to Mid when it comes in.
Thank you, Karen.
What else you
And
got?
what can I do for you? You're rubbing me blind, you know.
You just took 40K from me. Shut up.
Blackthorn, you busy?
What's it look like?
I have a commission for you. From Mid. She requires certain tools.
Like it.
Do you think you can make them?
Bloody hell. What's she planning to build with this stuff? An airship?
Probably.
I'll see what I can do. Till I bring
So
them over
Sid
when I'm
is
done.
attached to airship by his daughter making it. Is that how we get there? Fair.
Mid's, no doubt.
Okay, fair.
That just leaves the carpenter. Let's
They
see if
should have named
Bardolph's
her
available.
Cindy though. It would still be Sid
It's all right.
or Sydney,
Sid has nothing.
and then you can call her Sid. Do it the other way.
I hope you're right.
I don't remember how to get who. What is going on with?
Oh, Maeve knows
Down.
how to brew a bitter, all right.
Jill looked white as a sheet.
I don't think so.
Do with a good
I don't
eye.
remember Mid in general.
Should be enough to keep us going. How do, Master Sid?
Bardolph.
I think
Mid's looking to build a
Mid's
workshop in the
maybe
store,
one in one of the
and
earlier
she needs the aid of a skilled carpenter.
earlier
So
games.
naturally I thought of you.
Well, I'd love to help the young miss however I can. But I'm afraid I got my hands full just keeping this place afloat. There's holes need patching, and if I don't patch 'em, we'll all of us sink into the mere. I'd gladly spare Mid all the time I have, but the sad truth is I ain't
Was
got none.
Mid's?
I see.
It don't have to
Was
be
Mid
either,
really
does
the
it?
kid
What
of
about
Sid
that other
in
fella?
4?
You know, the one
Or
over
no,
at
I'm sorry,
Martha's
5.
Rest.
5?
Bernard, was it?
That's right. And he is a friend
I don't know.
of
I'd have to go
Paul's.
look that up. I only played
ask her whether
5
she
like
gets
all the
the
way
name.
through like once.
Thank you, Bardolph.
Least I could do.
It's probably one of my least favorite played Final Fantasies, but I like it a lot. It's really good. I didn't even remember it's his father in 14 being Midas, but that works. That's a good little connection there. As I try to figure out what the fuck I'm supposed to do. Go to Martha's Rest.
Ah, Clive, what brings you to the rest?
These double MSQ quests confuse
Find
me
itself
sometimes.
in need of an extra carpenter. I wondered if I might be able to borrow Bernard for a short while.
I don't mind if he don't. We're all friends here, aren't we?
Thank you, Martha. Do you know where I might find him?
He went up to Cressida on business. No idea what, mind. Place is a ruin. Far as I know, he's still there.
I don't understand why they
I'll look for him
separated the
there, then.
quest out into 2 when you have to finish one to do the other. I don't know. Near the ruins. Damn.
Let's go.
I have no idea if this is the fastest way.
Yeah.
Mid is Sid's grandson in 5. Okay. I'm the least knowledgeable about 5. Like, so 1, 2, 3, and 5, I've played very limited. Most of what I remember from games is from 4, 6. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. And quite a bit of 12. That's excluding MMOs.
Ain't the lad who saved my life. What brings you to a place like this?
You do, Bernard. Martha said I might find you here. I have a proposition for you.
Oh, do you now? Building a workshop, you say? Well, that beats tacking boards to bridges, sure enough. And if Martha didn't mind me being gone a while, then neither do I. You just tell me where you want me.
That's the spirit.
I couldn't ask a favor, though, could I? Before we go?
Of course.
Well, that there is Cressida, where I grew up.
Okay.
Ain't much left of it now, though. Except my parents' graves. But I came up here hoping to visit them. I even patched up the bridge to get across. Only to find the place crawling with fiends.
Oh, okay.
But you're a dab hand when it comes to dealing with beasts and bogles, ain't you? Any chance you could,
It's the least I can do.
Well, thank you kindly. And take care.
Okay. Got him slay them beasts.
This shouldn't take long.
Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Damn, my speaker is way too loud. How up can you get with that ability? more stagger damage that time. Mainly because I feel like Limit Break doesn't do shit for damage.
That should do it.
You made short work of that lot. Thank you, son. Now my folks can rest in peace once more.
How long is it since the village was abandoned?
Oh, people started packing their things after the duchy fell. Between the Blight and the Imperials, you just couldn't make ends meet. Must be nigh on a decade since the last wagon left. Though it may as well have been a century, looking at the place. This isn't the Cressida I remember.
I'm sorry.
Ah, don't be. Can't live in the past, no matter how nice it might have been. Soon as I'm done saying a prayer for those that raised me, it's onto your hideaway. I'll meet you there.
That should take care of Mid's little list. Better head back before she thinks of anything else.
All right, Clive?
I love how they
all done
put you directly in front of the character.
I've placed your various orders, and a carpenter by the name of Bernard is on his way from Arthur's Rest.
That's brilliant. Thanks, Clive.
Is there anything else you need?
Nope. Blackthorn and Lady Karen have already sent over everything I asked for, and I've got all my plans drawn up. So as soon as Bernard gets here, we can get to work. I can't wait.
It's complete.
That's my good deed for the day done. Let's see how Jill's faring.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest?
That's a walk.
Ah, Clive.
Talia, how's Jill?
Recovering, but she still needs her rest.
Of course. Take good care of her, won't you?
I'll do my best. Oh, Gav was looking for you. He said he had something to show you in the shelves.
The shelves. Oh, that's right. He went to ask Harpocrates about Torgor. He must have found something.
Talia has tasked me with removing a Cursebreaker's brand. But it's my first time and I don't think I can do it. I'm afraid of what happens if I fail. You survived, I know, but there as many die as recover. Is it really worth the risk?
You don't need me to answer that. You know full well what we're fighting for. I hope as much as you that one day bearers can walk among others as equals. But until that day, a brand is a burden, and we must lift that burden in order to go undetected. The operation may be dangerous, but it's also essential, and we undergo it willingly.
I know. I still wish there was some other way. But griping about my lot helps no one, I suppose. Don't worry. I'll do what must be done.
I know you will.
Unfortunately, the first thing that needs doing is the preparation of a draft to dull the pain. Something I can't do with the infirmary's ammonia supply so low.
Oh,
The
great.
few leaves we have would barely be enough for removing a
To go get
splinter,
ammonia?
let alone a brand.
Just tell me what you need.
You'll go. Oh, thank you. No one knows Herblord like Talia, and she swears by ammonia for easing pain. It's simple enough to find, if you know where to look. And fortunately for you, I do. Along the river near the village of Amber over in Rosaria. Just search for the bright blue blossoms.
Bright blue blossom. A lot of bees.
The little ones have been up to their old trick.
The little ones.
Do you have a moment, Sid?
Which team?
Coles. They were sent to liberate a carriage of bearers before they could be smuggled to market. They were moving in for their assault when the carriage was attacked by goblins. A Cursebreaker managed to release a Stolas amid the confusion, but... this was days ago. They should be back by now, but I've heard nothing from any of them.
So...
I can't help but worry that...
I want to point out.
They know the work is dangerous. But I'm sure
I thought that
What
they
if I've
would
got them all
say
killed?
that they had their mark or brand removed.
Before they go
because
out, I
it
always remind
makes
them
them feel
why
like
we're doing this.
bad memories.
What they escaped and what we're freeing people from.
They keep saying
But I
that they
never
do
really
it so
thought
they
how my
don't go
words might
notice.
affect them. What
That
risks they
big
might take
glaring
because of the things
scar
I've
on
said.
your face is no different as a marker. Like, what the hell? Like, I've noticed it so bad. It stands out so much. I'm like, how is there no difference between... No. I'm saying that, like, they're removing it from their face, but they're saying they're removing it from their face so they don't get noticed. Well, the big glaring scar on their face is still going to be like, hey, wonder what was there. You know? That now, if they're removing it because of, like, they don't want that reminder of slave and all that stuff, that's fine. I get that. I don't get the aspect where they said they blend in better. No, the fuck you don't. You've got a glaring scar right where that brand should be, and some of these are shaped just...
I'll go and find them. We'll both rest easier knowing they're safe.
Thank you, Sid. And I'm sorry to trouble you with this. The plan was to intercept the slaver somewhere in the Dragon's Eyrie. I can't tell you much more than that, I'm afraid.
I gave a reason.
If they were there, Torgal will track them down.
I don't know. It plays on, like, the ignorance of people. But see, like, if it was me and I knew these people, there's these branded people, right? And then when I saw people coming in that all have the same mark, like a scar on their cheek, same place. So I can see it and I can't see it at the same time. At this one, what? Me, her, both girls. There's been a few people on.
Let's go.
Get mounted.
Faster. The river was easy enough to find. Now for those herbs. Enough of you, are there? This is the only plant around here with blue flowers. I hope it's the right one.
This looks like a weed that I see in my yard sometimes.
Should be enough to keep the infirmary stocked for a while.
welcome. And a fine day to
Oh,
you.
we got more music.
Slavers don't even bother.
I don't have enough money. So, was this game like not well received by the Final Fantasy community? Besides the combat, like, you can have that argument all you want, but other than that, what's the big complaint about this game? If there is even in one, because I'm not seeing it. I do think they've got a lot of little things here and there. Let me see. I gotta click that on. Oh, here. What? Why did that thing come up again? How long has that been up? Because I'm getting ready to delete it. I don't know why that screen. Oh, I know why. Never mind. Well, I've deleted it. My keyboard. I keep accidentally pushing my keyboard into my Steam Deck. What's that? E. No. What's up, Lulu? That's the one I was talking about. Is like a, I don't know. The fuck?
Get me back on my feet. I'll tear those bastards' heads off.
Wait.
Still, you damned fool. Unless you want to bleed to death.
The hell? Oh, you can kick? Oh, I scared myself. Clicking back into the game. The flower I'm thinking of is more like it's not a corn cob, but shaped kind of like a corn cob. And there's a bunch of purple little flowers that come. I don't know how to describe this. But do you remember what it's called? Val is laughing at me so hard right now. Val knows what I'm talking about. Val said not a corn cob. I was trying to think of something else to say the shape of. I couldn't think of anything.
Cole, I'm glad you're in one piece.
Just about. Sid, if you don't mind me asking, what are you doing here?
Doris sent me to find you. She hasn't heard anything since the attack. She's been worried about you.
I sent a runner to
The flower's like
Northridge.
purple.
The hideaway should have learned of our survival yesterday.
Well, I'm here now. And it looks like you freed the bearers.
Only some. The rest locked themselves in the slaver's carriage rather than fleeing when they had the chance. I want to help them, Sid. But we're barely in any state to protect those few we did save.
You made the right decision. Now where's the carriage?
The goblins may still be out there.
You have duties to attend to here. See to the injured. I'll handle the rest.
All right. Just follow the path to the south. You'll come across the carriage soon enough. And please, hurry. If the beastmen get to those bearers, the poor souls will be eaten alive.
I won't let that happen.
Thank you. And Sid, it's good to see you.
Don't thank me just yet.
I'm trying to remember to take a picture of it next time it comes up. It came up in like spring though. When it gets too hot, they die. Yeah, those little weed things. Ah, this isn't that. That's not clover.
There trying to get into the carriage.
No.
Nice try. Too slow. Nice try.
That was kind of cool. I need to try tight now.
Who are you?
A friend. Are there any more survivors? Why didn't you flee with the others? If the goblins had made it through that door, you wouldn't have stood a chance.
Why should we run? One miserable death's no worse than another.
Perhaps. But we're here to give you another choice. Freedom, safety, the life you've been denied. Come with us. Let us protect you.
Sid, I couldn't just let you... You weren't too late then. Thank the gods.
See, even he
This
has
man
the
risked
scar.
his life to save yours. To give you a second chance.
Fine. Do with us what you will.
What we'll do with you is take you to safety. After that, it's up to you. Your lives are your own now.
You can leave the rest to us, Sid. We'll get everyone back to the hideaway.
Thank you. I'll let Doris know we're expecting new arrivals.
Okay.
Sid, welcome back. A Stolas from the Dane
Just make that
arrived
an
not
AI.
long after you left.
Okay.
If I
No.
just waited a little longer, I might have been able to deal with things myself. Or maybe I wouldn't. I keep making the wrong decisions.
Cole and the others got home safely. You made exactly the right decision.
No, I was lucky. I've been tracking that slaver for months, and then I sent Cole and you after them woefully unprepared. What kind of leader sends people into danger without considering all the risks? I should have urged greater caution, told Cole to be wary, to pull back at the first sign of trouble.
We swore the same oath as you, Doris.
It's good to see you safe and well, Cole. I'm sorry.
With all due respect, we Cursebreakers don't risk our lives because you commanded of us. We risk them because we believe in our cause. No one with doubts ever joins our ranks. The agony of removing the brand more than sees to that.
We all know how much bravery that takes.
Cole, I never doubted your courage. Only my ability to see it put to good use. Thank you for your faith in me. I'm not sure I deserve it. I sometimes wonder if I might prefer to risk death alongside the others than ask it of them. But I'm a curse breaker. I swore an oath too. I have a role to play, and I must trust that I'm the right one to play it.
You will. In time.
You're so wise sounding. I've made it and met another threshold.
I hope you didn't have too much trouble finding the ammonia.
Only the usual.
Oh, yes.
Evil ads.
This is it. And more than I was expecting. I dare say the patient won't feel a thing. That is, unless I...
You'll do fine. Tyre trusts you, which means I trust you. The hideaway would be lost without skilled physicers like yourself.
Thank you.
Mess around with windows, not breaking things. Yeah, don't break them.
I'm sorry.
I need to
I'm
update
still terrified.
at some point. I'm still on Windows
The
10.
brand is more than just ink on flesh. It's a death sentence.
I don't want to, but
Wyvern
I'm
tail
gonna
lurking
have to.
just below the surface of the skin. One ill-conceived incision, a single slip, and the poison fouls the patient's blood. Failure means death, and even success means tremendous pain. Days of agony as the wound heals. I became a physiker to help people, not to kill them. I don't want to kill anyone.
Cursebreakers lead hard lives, and the operation is only the beginning. They toil in the shadows, risking life and limb, knowing their efforts will win them neither glory nor acclaim. And yet we have no shortage of volunteers. The day I decided that I would take Sid's name was the same day Tyre took my brand.
I remember. It wasn't long after we came here. What little medicine Talia managed to salvage from the wreckage of the old place had been used up treating the wounded. She begged that your operation be delayed until a new supply of antalgics was found. Procedure was even more dangerous back then. Only a few souls had undertaken it. Doris, Cole, a handful of other curse breakers, and those who are no longer with us. Those who lost their lives in the process. It wasn't something to be done lightly.
No.
It shouldn't be a crazy thing to remove. You just cut off the top layer of flesh, right?
Sid's name.
You're acting like
Always
it's
led from
like
the front, and never asked anyone to take a
way
risk for his cause
more
that he was
evasive.
unwilling to take himself, even if he knew that it might cost him his life.
No, I bet it hurt like hell. I mean, you're cutting your cheek and your neck.
Hold
Fil-
still, Clive.
Filleting that
Hold
skin
still.
off. Why don't they show it? CD Projekt Red would have showed it.
I knew there'd be pain. That I might not survive. And I was afraid. But I also knew that if I didn't overcome that fear, that pain, then I would never be able to call myself Sid.
I didn't know.
We all want our brands removed. But it's a decision each of us must make for ourselves, on our own terms. Rodrigue, I know your work isn't easy, but neither is going under the knife. Be a shoulder for your patients to
I
lean
don't
on.
like that Clive's name is
Stay
Sid.
strong for them.
I don't like that.
You sound like Tyre. Do you know what she once told me? It's natural for a patient to feel like they're suffering in solitude. And it's a Physica's duty to see that they don't. Thank you for helping me remember that. I won't falter. Not again.
Witcher-fied? No. I'd say closer to Final Fantasy 14. I was talking about this yesterday. The story is Game of Thrones. And kind of on the nose too.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon.
Yeah, the almost Shirley theme song.
You earned this.
Our wolf jazz.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
Yeah. What's everyone whispering about? Haven't you heard? Mid's back.
The little ones have been up to their old tricks.
It definitely feels more like Final Fantasy 14 than any other Final Fantasy game.
Jill looked white as a sheep.
Welcome back.
Clive, where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal.
Me too.
Where did you get him? Like, in the first place?
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
What do you reckon, Torms?
It certainly adds weight to the theory. Clive, I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but a rare frostwolf, an animal native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north. Such was his mastery over ether, he could cast magics on command. His name was
What's Fenrir? Oh, you assholes.
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
So this is Fenrir's kid. Or
annals do not
by
state it
legend, it would be
explicitly.
called Fenrir.
But I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva, a girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound. One awakens as the dominant of Shiva,
And the other Fenrir.
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
What?
Just like Fenrir.
Yeah.
People called him my
The Torgal
hound.
is Fenrir.
Torgal
You did a
and
good
Jill
job
were
not,
inseparable.
not spoiling me on that.
He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened, just when his master needed him the most.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Quite. Though Torgal's power is his own, his latent birthright as a frostwolf, it had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get you, Torgal.
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
And regarding your original concern, you need not fear for Torgal's health. Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose
The
buried in my
hypervision?
nuts.
Or hypervisor? Wait, what?
There you are! I've been looking everywhere for you. Bernard's here. I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
I shall be a moment.
1410. He is a good boy. I would love to have a Torgal. They copy pasted the Mantha running animation for Clive. Really didn't notice that. Workshop.
Isn't it brilliant?
It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone for you lot. Starting right now. Just you wait. I'll make wonders like this world's never seen.
Then I look forward to seeing them.
It sounds like someone
Now
trying.
that that's settled, I wonder if
Not
Vivian's
coming
made
out,
any
right?
progress tracking down Kupka.
I thought Mid's voice reminded her of somebody from Dragon Age. Hera from Inquisition.
I think I'll wait till Mid's away to take a tour of her dungeon.
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely
This game has so much cutscenes,
We have
though.
myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places, but nothing definitive as yet. If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalith.
Well, keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you. And I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
What?
It was a very
He?
long pause.
Would that be a problem?
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne.
It's like a very
People
long
would surely
pause.
live in fear of you.
You have nothing to worry about on that front. I won't be claiming his crown.
That is a relief.
Clive, have you got a minute?
I guess.
We, have a guest.
A guest?
Oh yeah. Maybe it's just the.
For your trouble.
I prefer. I would
was a
prefer.
pleasure, in hindsight. Uncle Byron? Clive, my boy!
What is he doing here?
Tap a cask and stoke the ovens for your favorite uncle.
He's not supposed to be here though. He's supposed to be plausible deniability in it right now. Oh, okay, okay. Apparently he evacuated with the Titan and I missed that. I was thinking that yesterday there. I remember doing the fight on the city and going, I wonder if he got out or if he's not close enough to be affected by it.
The Dalmekian government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. The Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmecs empty their treasuries for us.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage
Um.
to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
Is this kid like an idiot or?
Debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
What's up with this kid?
The crystals go with you.
Is he like infantile, you know, like where they've been like babied their entire life to the point they still act like they're like adolescent.
Let us come to the question of
Is that what's
precisely
happening
when
here?
the Dalmex will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can. And once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even
There's
with the Daleks
always
to send for him,
politics
he
in
would
Final
not arrive
Fantasy.
in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true.
Fair enough.
Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on. Dion?
Yes, sire.
Is he on drugs? Is that a drug flower? Is he like huffing flower? The fuck?
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
If that is your wish, Your Radiance.
So the king's a piece of
I
shit.
shall depart at once.
The queen's a piece of shit. And then something's going on with that kid. I don't understand the flower.
Gregor, forgive you.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
So Annabella's tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
I'm really wondering who this little shit of a woman is. Plot twist, the kid is mind controlling them both. I mean, that's a possibility. Has some Children of the Corn kind of thing going on.
The little ones have been up to their... It's just one thing after another around here.
Ah, my dear nephew. How I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most
Very true.
fellow. As are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith.
It would be wild to see an MMO
Learn the full
with this level of like graphics
Sort
and
the
stuff,
fact from the fiction, so to speak.
and still run well.
Working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was. Aye.
Final Fantasy 14's got that PS2 limitations though.
Please, come inside, Uncle.
Gladly. You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
2,000?
Why did they center the frame like that on Gab? There's so many other ways that they
I'm
could have
afraid
done
that
that
is
shot.
all I know.
That is the most weird
sailing
shot
south past Port
for a
Isolde.
scene. Oh my god.
Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kupka withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dhalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place. Come here and I'll show you.
Here we go. Y'all ready for story time?
It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly her Royal Navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as
Einherjar,
an
Final Fantasy 11,
feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry.
and others.
A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde? To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance? No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and
Okay,
Kupka's
not
faithful
A.
creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
So it was the Waluders who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find
Do I?
Kupka, you have merely to follow the Royalist trail across the Velcroy. It may well have gone cold by now, but as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Allow me to accompany you part of the way. As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canberward on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned. And where we're going.
Oh no.
Very well, but be quick about it, my
Recaps.
boy. Time waits for no man.
Ah, my favorite pupil. How may I help you today? Very good.
Mid's finished outfitting a
Blade
little
of the
workshop
Realm.
right here, with a little help
You don't
from
have
Sid,
anything new.
Of course.
Otto. Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before sunset.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry.
Yeah.
I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal. All I'm after is Kupka's head. I won't risk any more than I have to. I promise.
The Lancer and the Fang are all Kupka's personal fiefdom. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dalimil. Some call her the Desert Hare.
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's, and only Sid's. All I know is the name, and that they used to meet at the Dalimil Inn. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid might be able to bring her back into the fold.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
So, what about your uncle? I mean, he's welcome to stay, but...
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto, I'm leaving you two in charge.
You can count on us.
All right, I need a drink. We're gonna take a little break. We'll be right back. So, baby, you don't like the Final Fantasy 14 cutscenes. They were pretty good for when they were made. At the time, anyway. Considering what they were coming back from. Oh, boy. Oh, I'm sure for now it does. But back then it didn't.
All right, Uncle. I'm ready to depart. Shall we?
We shall. Come, let us away to adventure.
Going to the Valkyrie.
I was a young man when last I walked this path. There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
If it's still there. Oh, he does fight. Okay. We got a weapon and
Our
everything.
destination lies over that dune, beyond the ruins. Mark them well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands.
Hard to lose a bearing when I have a marker in my face.
Many years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
Who do you think those soldiers were?
What?
So, Lord Cook has finally made his move.
You didn't have to come up here.
Let's go.
Ah, there she is. The good old Dalamil Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
Of course. Rebel.
Look, there. Those are Ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stonehair. Our Waluda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them? Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal?
Would you rather be my squire?
Why do we need to watch this long of it? You know what I mean? We knew her.
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
We do what? Don't understand why we need the long shot. Are we showing off?
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skin, I'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you!
Damn it, Uncle.
Uncle?
Sorry.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
Is this
I
how
fear
we're
trouble
gonna
may be
like
brewing
keep missing
downstairs.
Joshua? We always just happen to be the same, like 10 feet of each other, but we keep sidestepping each other the whole time.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in Camber that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two.
Come on.
Friend.
What? What?
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose.
What the fuck?
Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
Lord have mercy. Alright. I see why Violet likes Uncle so much now. Oh, they're just like just out of range. Are y'all getting up? Like, I thought it was a fight. Like, what? Have y'all ever seen a tornado in a bar? This is my special mixed drink. Oh, we're not done. Man, some of these wind shots, I don't even want to see this screen. I want the screen gone because like that's wallpaper material with those wings out. You know, can't get it. What's up, Kupo?
For your trouble. Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
Where is he pulling these bags from? I am coughing.
Now's our chance. Your Grace?
I'm fine.
The bag of rocks. That would be funny. How convenient.
Clive? What is it
What are we
now?
looking at? Oh, what? It's not that specific, is it really?
It's nothing. Let's go.
He doesn't. Joshua doesn't eat carrots. Vala said, I would not have ever made that connection. I do remember the cutscene she just told me at the beginning of the game. That's pretty good.
Where are you?
Well, we didn't know where to find Kupka before. We do now.
The Rawless said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang. We should press on before any more of their friends turn up.
Ah, they've closed the road. And it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
No, you don't. You just walk
Not
around
by
it.
force, I trust.
There's not like a wall.
We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
By
Like,
guile, then.
go outside of town and go around.
Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalamil, woman of mystery. But how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Cid. Cid's other collaborators have all been people of means, the wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Rosina Dalamil is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime soon.
Well, it's not like we've got a reason to. Whatever this emergency is, they've shut down the...
Anything I can interest you in?
No.
Fare you well.
I need money anyway.
Crystal delivery's over. Get back to your homes.
But I didn't get one. Light it, for Gilbert's sake.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
Your work.
I won't keep you
I'm
long.
busy?
I'm looking for someone. A woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that all?
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend that I look?
Oh, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smithy this side of the strait. The owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say? Thank you.
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Cid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience. Believe you me.
Oh.
Won't you come and play, handsome?
Your arms are like iron.
Oh, all your muscles so hard.
Anything I can help you with, travelers? Allow me. My good man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalamil's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
Thank you. You've been most helpful. Oh, you wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Dalamil, would you?
No. I can't say I do.
Well,
thank you all the same.
Uncle Chuck.
Light it, for Gilbert's sake.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime.
Well, it's not like we've got a reason to. Whatever this emergency is, they've shut down the whole mine for it.
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal.
How many times do I have to tell you? It's not a toy.
Can I help you? Yes, I'm looking for a woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. A long-standing pillar of your
Okay.
community, I believe, from old trading stock.
Then you should ask Ferda. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand. And he's in with all the old merchant families. Try the baths. That's where you'll usually find him.
Thank you kindly. Well, it sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Ferda knows.
Wait, incense!
This is very fun.
Excuse me. Are you Ferda?
I am. Can I help you, travelers?
I hope so. You've lived here for some time, is that correct? Do you know Rosina Dalamil? We believe she may be a trader of some renown.
And what business do you have with the Desert Hare?
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might be able to help me.
Very well. Go to the Bordello. I'll arrange an introduction.
Do you think we can trust him?
Only as far as I think.
What?
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around.
I beg your pardon?
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it.
Oh. Yeah, damn.
Let us scratch.
I don't know why this is so funny to me.
The next one's mine.
That was pretty epic.
Who are you working for? Him or her?
Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Ferda?
Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with a blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the Men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
To the Lock of Leisure.
Okay.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
Warm fresh bread. Once you go flat. For real? I was not expecting that.
My carpet?
Is this the place?
Ubor's Forge. The Briar's Kiss.
Ah, so it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Dalamil being a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means. I'd say he deserves our respect.
See that he gets it. Lubor, Lord Furder told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second.
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
All right, Lulu, you enjoy.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity?
Information.
Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
Oh, they got.
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Ha! Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Okay.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're going to listen to this swaggering scruff.
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalamil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you.
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
Ha! It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play.
Oh, shit.
Let us divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any longer than we need to.
All right. Good luck, Uncle.
I was just so done.
I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Dalamil. Excuse me. Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thieves. Pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cups and light our stoves. Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between us these last few moons. And it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market either. Whoever's taking them, they aren't sharing.
Oh god, I got stuck.
Do you have a moment?
Depends what for.
Just a question. Dalamil seems to be thriving compared to the other villages I came through on the way. Is there a reason for that?
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fang for one. The soldiers guarding the Mother Crystal and the shipments need a place to spend their hard-earned gil. The men of the Rock throw their money about like there's no tomorrow.
Is that so? Well, thank you. Don't let me keep you from your work any longer.
Light meat and dark, fresh from the grill. Get it while it's...
Once you go flat.
You wouldn't believe how much he gave me.
Well, I hope you gave us good... What can I do for you, soldier? Need that sword polishing?
I'm not a soldier.
Ugh,
Which
be off
sword?
with you. I serve the men of the Rock and the men of the Rock only.
You have an agreement with them?
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking. With pockets deeper than Zemeckis and an urge to empty them. No, just leave, will you? Before you scare them off.
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use. They'll probably be back at the inn by now.
What is, other than the people who are coming here and shopping?
Needed to a silken soft. The most fragrant herbs and
My carpet.
What about your carpet? Because you keep getting cut off every time.
It's you, the one who broke all our furniture. What do you want? Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
I'm looking for my pal. Have you seen him?
The gentleman who was with you? Yes, he's upstairs, but...
Thank you. I'll go and fetch him.
Let me treat you. I'm pretty flush these days.
Are you now?
Huh?
Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
All right. I'm sure that we can come to an agreement, but not here.
Is he about to get robbed? Ah, man. I think so.
Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things. But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just
You gave
happened
him
to
money?
attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystal I sought if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof?
I thought they'd ask for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so. A small price to pay for admittance to the underworld. But enough about my little act of subterfuge. What did you discover?
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere and pocketing the profits.
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then, just as you arranged, and put an end to the trouble Lubor spoke of.
Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be difficult. It just goes to show, one should never underestimate a Rosfield. We'll soon wipe that smirk off his face.
He's so
I arranged to
choosy.
meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support, if things turn sour.
Of course.
Let me treat you.
I need a drink.
Fucking men of the wrong. Anytime they pull their snouts up, catastrophes.
1,000 gil for a measly bunch of
Know how to get up?
I named my price. If you can't pay it, that's your problem.
This river runs all the way to the southern seas.
Oh my. Okay. I went the wrong way. Wait.
Why is the tavern shut?
Good girl.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Villains. No. I got 10 whole gil.
I'll take it from here.
Crystals.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Gonna rob you.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem.
My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business. Kill them. Kill them both.
And Uncle, like, shut up. He's ruining plans. He's very talky.
Not over yet, Uncle. I'm just getting warmed up.
Boom. Epic.
Well, that wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly, buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the Royalists. Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along, that is. Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon.
Why didn't you bring a wagon to begin with? You knew this was going to happen. Not a very prepared merchant.
It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive. I suppose it could have been worse.
What's the fuck's that supposed to?
Well, Clive. You held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the South Gate, was it not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much, Greybeard.
Double the... Ugh!
Here, wear this.
The Desert Rose, a callback to Final Fantasy II, I believe.
Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you, Lubor.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Cid.
Inky.
Omia Lostelan. Tuisakelis.
I'm trusting you, Cid. Or should I say, Clive? So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold. Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Yay.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
Quest complete. No. But the mission's there and I got quests now.
I've never even forged a button. Perhaps Forge Master Luber's having fun at my expense.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Neither would I.
Oh, wait. Are you Clive?
Sorry, my mind was elsewhere. I'm Sava, Master Luber's least accomplished apprentice. Soon to be former apprentice if I don't pass this test. Maybe I'm just not the resourceful type. People are buying up weapons faster than the Briar's Kiss can forge them, and here I am, unable to make a decent bit of kitchenware. He wants me to make a carving knife, one that embodies the spirit of Dalamil. Whatever that's supposed to mean. I don't suppose you have any idea what he's on about, do you?
I'm afraid not.
Never mind. Thought I'd ask. It was that or pack my bags.
I could give you a hand if you like. I know how busy the Briar's Kiss has been, and that Lubor needs all the capable hands he can find.
I'd be a fool to refuse.
So, where do we start?
Good question. If I'm honest, I've never made any kind of knife before. And then there's this little riddle to keep in mind. The spirit of Dalamil. Nothing is ever simple with that man.
The way I see it, there's only one way we'll be solving Lubor's puzzle. We need information. The more the better.
You're now who to speak to first. There's plenty of folk in Dalamil who use knives for a living. There's the butcher, of course, and any number of cooks. They're bound to have an opinion or two about the tools of their trade. All right. I think we have a plan. I'll talk to every cook I can find. You speak to the butcher, and anyone else you can think of.
All right.
Let's hope that someone says something useful.
Okay. Not been fetched.
Lubor to take a simple test and
Just
turn
been
it
go
into a
talk to
riddle.
1,000 people.
I better get to it.
The finest fabric!
Take a sniff, good sir. You'll need transported.
Welcome, sir. What can I do you for?
I need to know what makes a good carving knife.
You a blacksmith or something?
Something, I suppose.
Fair enough. Knives, is it? First and foremost, it's got to hold an edge. Most knives will make it through fat, no problem, but sinew dulls cheap steel in no time. Give me a blade which can slice through anything that crosses my chopping block, and I'm a happy woman.
So a knife that stays sharp. Makes sense.
Oh. Alright. Gotta look at the flatbread. Why'd you go flat?
Weights and pots! Bowls and base, everything I've worked for. All those years of toil. Every coin I've ever earned is tied up in this place.
Uh-oh.
You all right?
That sucks.
The baths are closed. Leave me be. On second thought, perhaps you are just what I need. Might your services be for hire?
That depends on the job.
I'd have you save my business, the baths. The water's turned scalding hot and all the crystals in Dalimil wouldn't be enough to cool it. I've no doubt that my woes stem from the water's source. But I can't go and investigate for fear of my customers thinking I've abandoned the place. I'm bound to these baths in more ways than one. I beg of you. Go to Dusnoff Terraces. Tell me what you find there.
All right. I'll go and take a look.
Wonderful. It's not far. Leave the market by the south gate. The smell of sulfur will guide you the rest of the way.
Ew.
These baths are all that
Yeah,
keeps
just
me
follow
from
the
noble
smell of
end in
sulfur.
a debtor's prison. My livelihood, my very life, is at stake.
Okay, finish the quest with one. Oh my god. Yeah, click on people.
Hanging lantern.
They've opened the gate.
Lubor was true to his word.
How do I get over there? Guess I gotta go out the gate.
Well, we can make our way back to the Fang now, I believe.
What is it? I'm in no mood for chatter.
Sorry. Do you mind if I ask your trade?
Hunter, what?
I have a question. Can you tell me what makes a good carving knife? I assume you use one out in the field.
Has to be able to put up with some punishment. Can't be dealing with a brittle blade, not while I'm on the hunt. If your knife snaps every time you use it, you'll be spending coin as fast as you make it. Times are hard enough as it is.
Thank you. I won't keep you any longer.
All business, eh? Man after my own heart.
So, a carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation. Let's hope Sava had better luck than I did.
We should get going soon.
Ah, I'm not too late.
Oh shit.
What is it, Lubor?
A question that I neglected to ask earlier. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang. To finish Hugo Kupka.
Just as I thought. Then allow me to share a secret. Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists. Talmeki and Waloed are allies, and as you have seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. My man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days. I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead.
Isn't there always?
If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will enter via the mines, where the guard is lightest.
Okay.
I've lost one Cid already. If I lose another, people will start to think me careless.
I don't plan on dying. Not before Kupka does, anyway.
Well, so long as you have a plan.
Okay.
Let's go.
Faster! Drake's Fang should be just beyond these springs. Shall we press on?
You got me.
Come on, girl. The gate's open now. We can press on.
We gotta go far enough to get whatever the teleporter is. Hot spring.
By the flames. That explains the heat.
I like how they're called bath bombs.
The frying pan.
And into the fryer. Old faithful. Oh. Oh. Well, another one spawned. All right, we're just gonna keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Let's cool things down a bit. Let's hope it's enough to keep the baths from boiling.
I don't think I can get to the thing in time.
Ready, go?
Yeah!
I'm sorry. You can't go that way. We're wanting the teleport thing to be down here. Might not be though. I've seen it anyway.
There it is. Drake's Fang.
Kupka will be hiding inside.
Along with goodness knows how many guards, all on highest alert. You'll need to keep your wits about you if you're to reach him. So be careful.
Hey.
I will, Uncle.
Before you go, Clive, allow me to apologize.
After what befell at Phoenix Gate and the crisis that followed in its wake, I fled. I retreated to my counting house and danced attendance upon the vicereine in the hope it would bring me favor. I betrayed my nation to save my skin, like the coward I am. And I'm sorry.
Uncle, please.
It's not too late, Clive. Rosaria is yours by right, and there are those that would help you to take it back. Had I the courage of my brother, I might already have done so. But that ship has sailed. You, however...
No. Forgive me, but I cannot. I fight to build a new world now. A better world. Where men can live and die on their own terms.
Touching moment.
I was raised in a nation that strove to improve the plight of bearers. Only later did I realize that spark of freedom did not arise by chance, but was kindled by my father. You would see me follow in his footsteps. And that is exactly what I mean to do. Not by ruling Rosaria, but by extending his ideals to the whole of the Twins. Though every soul in the realm may judge my actions heresy, I am certain my cause is just.
You really are just like him, you know? Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me. I am proud to call you nephew. Well then, this is where we must part ways. Wish me luck in convincing my Canvarian friend to share his considerable talents. I mean to plunder his coffers and prove myself worthy of a place in your merry band. Till then, my boy.
Till then, go safely, Uncle.
And you, nephew. We have much to catch up on, you and I. I shall expect you to regale me with the tales of all your adventures when next we meet. You can regale me too.
So who's gonna keep him safe?
I'm coming for you, Kupka.
Who knew? Okay. Well, we didn't have a fast travel point.
This is
But we had a
no
fast
good.
travel overworld
I was
point.
hoping to get out.
So, how'd it go? You learn anything useful, or should I be looking for a new trade?
Only that a blade should be durable and stay sharp. But I don't see how that relates to the spirit of Dalamil.
I didn't have much luck either. All the cook said was that he needs his knives to be light. Too heavy and they do his shoulder in.
So we're no better off than when we started. Perhaps Lubor didn't mean anything with his Dalamil remark. That can't be right. I've bandied enough words with the man to know that he chooses them carefully. No. We must be missing something. Something right in front of our noses, most likely.
No doubt you're right, but I have to make a start soon. I can't put off making this knife forever.
Agreed. Lubor wouldn't like that much.
Right. I've been trained to work iron. The cheap stuff, mind. But it's hardy enough if you don't hammer it too thin, and it sharpens up nicely with a bit of effort. Trouble is, it's either durable or it's light, meaning someone is going to be disappointed. Forge Master Lubor, probably.
Is there no one else you can turn to? Someone who knows their metals, perhaps?
The other apprentices know better than to help me with my test. But maybe there is someone I could turn to. A merchant, a favourite of Forge Master Lubor's, who sells metals to tradesmen passing through the Valcroy. I bet she'd know a thing or two.
Okay.
The finest fabrics!
Take a sniff, good sir. Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
We'll turn this quest in and we're going to call it for the day.
Plates and pots! There he is. The man. I was hoping we'd be seeing you again. The baths grow more bearable by the moment. It won't be long now before we are back to business as usual.
I'm glad to hear it.
Now, tell me this. What did you find at the terraces? What threatened to make me a pauper?
Not what I expected, that's for certain.
Bums.
You tell a fine story. That's not to say I don't believe you, though. Creatures made of flame, eh? That's something new to worry about, but I burdened you with my worries enough already. Here, a small something by way of thanks. Right. It's high time I got back to work. With a little luck, the day might yet be salvaged.
All right. That's going to do us for tonight. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Due to the holiday, I don't know what streams are going to look like. So just take it. We'll take it in as it comes. Hopefully you all have a safe July 4th. If you're an American and you celebrate. If you're in another country, hopefully you just have a good day. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Y'all have a good one.